Hi everyone, it's Susan from SusanWinter.net. Thanks for coming to my YouTube channel, and a big and hearty thanks to my YouTube family of fantastic subscribers. You guys rock. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. That shows me that I'm going in the right direction and I'm providing the kind of information that you need to help your dating and your love life. So I'm continuing with questions and answers today. Sometimes we like somebody and they want to put us in a diminished category. Maybe they don't want a relationship, or they don't want what we want. So how would one handle that? Well, today this letter is from Emma, and I'm going to read it. Thanks a lot, Emma, for writing. So, Emma says, "Hello, Susan. I really like and feel strong chemistry with this guy, and he tells me that he feels the same way. He can be very affectionate and open with sharing his life. However, he tells me he doesn't want a relationship. Last time I saw him, I told him that I want a relationship, and I haven't heard from him, but if I do, how should I react? Thank you for your empathetic and intelligent advice, Emma." Thanks, Emma. That's so sweet. So, a couple things here. How should you react? I'll start with this, Emma. Be friendly. Be yourself. You might not hear from him, and you might not run into him where you did in the past. He might be avoiding you, he might be avoiding the discomfort of the conversation, or he might have lost interest. I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt you, but he may have categorized you into something that you don't want. You know, people tend to want to compartmentalize other people for their convenience. For one reason only, because it puts them in control of how much emotion and how much responsibility they are required to input. For example, the word relationship, it holds a lot of weight for people. That's why I'd really like all of you, when you have your intro and you're meeting somebody for the first time, even on your online profile, I'd like you to state openly, honestly, and clearly, just as Emma did, this is what I'm looking for. Now, there's this brief moment of, sadness, hope, waiting, doesn't work out, they don't call you, and then there's kind of the realization that, you know what, silence is a complete answer. So if you get distanced or ghosted after you've admitted that what you want is a relationship, please don't feel badly. I know your ego's bruised, but it is better to get off the ride at this juncture than it is 3-6 months later. When you're wondering who else he's sleeping with. When you're seeing him, but you know there are extra nights you're not getting. When you think you're in a relationship, although you're too afraid to say it, but it's going well, and then suddenly you just don't hear from them for a week or so. It's times like this that we are far more uncomfortable, where they lead us to believe there's something happening that is not. So although you may think, hey, I'm not getting that many opportunities because I keep telling these people I want a relationship, and they're like, okay, whatever, I don't buy. You are actually in the process of being more effective when you are trying to get to a relationship, because you're not wasting time. It's like next, not sure, date a couple times, want to go out. Okay, you don't want it, next. That is the clearing process that we need to provide at the very beginning. That is what alleviates our pain. That is what creates consistent output of our energetic signal. This is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. Now, of course, language and how you say it is pretty important. We need to clarify with the person that we're meeting that, it doesn't mean it has to be you, doesn't mean it has to be today, but this is the direction that I'm going in. So I really, really love using language that is diplomatic and tactful, and I would hunt for the best phrases I could find, and I'd think, okay, what is going to be clear, but also generous and diplomatic? And I would start by saying to somebody new that I had met, I would say, so, are you open to the possibility of a relationship? Now, I like that word. I like the wording because it simply means It doesn't have to be with me. It's a general category. Is this someplace you intend to go? Because it's so general and so removed from me and so removed from that moment where you're meeting somebody that nobody feels a lot of pressure where they have to fess up yes or no, because then I'm going to confuse you. Yes, if I want a relationship, what if you think I want it with you? I go out with you. I don't want to be with you. So it takes that and pushes it all aside. So you're talking now philosophically. Are you open to the idea of a relationship? And if the person said, yes, I am, say, oh, I am too. Yes, of course, that's what I'm looking for. Hey, what do you think? If we get along, let's experiment with how it feels. Go out a few times, see if we like each other. At least we will have done our due diligence. So now you're setting up an exploration and adventure dynamic. You are pulling this person into a discovery phase. Do you see how that kind of eliminates the need for like, who are we going to be? Am I going to be with you? And relationships look like this. It's more open-ended, but it's also very direct. These are the kinds of things I would ask you to think about. Brainstorm. When you go on a date and you meet a person and they don't have the goal that you have, how do you handle that? How do you speak it? How do you say it? How do you defend your position if they say, I don't want a relationship, relationships fail, and there's love is no, learn where the people's resistance lies, and then you will learn what the issues are and how to speak in a way that is clear and that's also engaging, because it's about attracting somebody to your dream. Many people out there are wounded, and to be honest, most every human being really wants to love and be loved. It's only fear that stops them. So if your policy of attraction for this dream, this idea of what a relationship is to you, is something that you can verbalize, and you get excited and you get passionate about it, you may find that the same person who generally sits down a little cynical and meets their first date of going from online to in real life is suddenly now kind of thinking well, actually, the way you put it sounds pretty interesting. I don't know, I hadn't thought of it like that. Try it. Try it, but always be true to yourself. Do not let a person compartmentalize you for their convenience. Do not let them diminish you. Do not ever let yourself be in a relationship where you are uncomfortable and being diminished in such a way that you feel that you're not able to be yourself, or that you're violating some of your interior principles to be with this person. That's not a relationship. That's not anything that will help you. So thank you, Emma, for this. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. Thank you, all of you that are calling me on Magnify. And if you don't know what it is, check my website for the different consultation packages. I've got by the minute. Is that good? By the minute. Thanks to the great people at Magnify, you just call me and I answer your questions by the minute. I've got the individual sessions, which you get a block of 45 minutes, and I have the all-day sessions, and it's so great because I really, I always list that I'm in different places, and I'm thinking, yeah, but they're not going to fly out here. Yeah, they are. They are. I've got a double two next week, and that's just so cool to have you come to my hood, wherever I'm living, East Coast or West Coast. So thank you very much, and keep writing me. I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Bye-bye now.